Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kay and thank you for clicking on the video. So welcome back to my channel, and today I'm hoping to do the colouring discoveries of 2020 tag. So I was tagged by the lovely Lovella from Lovella's Colouring. The original tag was created by Emma Colours 2020. And there's about 6 questions which I need to answer. So I've sort of noted everything in my Creative Companion, as quite a few of us have done. So let me get started. So the first question is, what are your 5 favourite new colouring supply purchases of 2020? So this is in no particular order, but the first thing that I really really like from that year are the glitter Stickles glitter gels, which I think came out this year, well not this year, in 2020. And I discovered these cosmic pastes, so Cosmic Shimmer Ultra Sparkle paste, and then this one's called Cosmic Shimmer Sparkle Texture Paste, but I just use them interchangeably for the same purposes. So the paste is, as you can see, looks like that, really glittery, and I just put my finger in and then just spread it about, or you can use a palette knife. You can buy these on Amazon. So this one that I just showed you was the Frosted Aqua. If you don't want to buy all different colours, because I know it can get a bit expensive, and I haven't got all the colours myself, but I've just got a few of my favourites, then getting a sort of a clearish one like this called Frosty Sparkle might be a good idea, because if I was to just pick one, then I would probably pick this one, because you can overlay it on coloured pictures, you know, with pencil or whatever you've coloured it with. So that's really sparkly and really beautiful. So those were definitely one of my favourites, and I've sort of bundled those together with this because they are sort of similar mediums in that they're both quite, you know, glittery, shiny and paste gel type of things. So the Stickles glitter gel, similar to the glitter glue, obviously more, what's the word? Don't know what the word is. More gel-like, obviously, than the glue. So you can just spread it on with your finger if you want. Again, this is probably one that I'd go for if I was just to go for one colour. I would probably go for this one, which is called Moon Dust, and then this one here is called Supernova. So they've got little stars in them as well, and it is really nice. So yeah, that's that one. You do get more than you do in the glitter glue, and it gives you the same lovely sparkle. So that's the first sort of thing, the Cosmic Shimmer Paste and the Stickles glitter gel. The second thing are sort of loose glitters and confettis. Again, I've grouped these into one. So I just sort of bought a couple of examples to show you. So I've got these, which are the Nouveau brand, Turquoise and Mirror Ball. So you can actually buy these from a website called Tonic Studios as well. I think they might be cheaper than Amazon. So yeah, they do sell the Nouveau products. So yeah, Nouveau Turquoise are really lovely glitters. They do get everywhere, but we expect that when we use glitters. And then the confettis, Nouveau confetti as well, Bluebell Hearts I've got there, maybe you can see some there, and this one here is Nouveau Light Gold Hexagons. And these are probably my favourite brand of glitter, which is it Finnabair? I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but anyway, this is the Ebony and Ivory set. This is probably my favourite one, which is this one here. That's just lovely. And then the other colours you can see in there. I won't take them out. I won't take them all out, otherwise might be here forever and ever. Right, so those, my second greatest discoveries are the loose glitters and the confettis. So that's them. And then I grouped these together because they're not really all sort of, you know, you know, I can't put them in individually. They're sort of ancillary media, you know, things that you just use to sort of help. Alright, so they're not sort of colouring things on their own, so I group them together. And I've got the Pebeo Studio Acrylics, which is the gel matte medium basically, and I've got the gloss medium as well, but this is what I use to sort of glue down the confetti. So if you want something not to come detached again and you want it to really stick down properly, then gel matte medium will help you with that. And if you use the matte medium, you shouldn't get any brush marks showing through. If you use the gloss medium, you do, and of course it's shiny. But if you don't want it to be shiny, then obviously use the matte, and also don't show the brush marks. That's what I found anyway. The other material that I use a lot is the satin glazing liquid, which is the slow drying extender for acrylic colours or for watercolour. So pages that are not watercolour pages in our colouring books, I sort of put this on with a brush, a large brush, do dry it and then do another coat, let it dry, and then I can use watercolour markers, watercolour pencils much more easily, or even watercolour paint, whatever you like really that's watercolour. It's well worth buying. It's one of my best things I've discovered, so thank you to the other YouTubers. I think Rebecca from Rebecca's Colouring Video, I think she might have introduced me to this. So yeah, that's that one. And then the last thing which I just recently got was this Zest-It blending sponge, and I've never used a blending, you know, a blender for pencils before, and it's amazing. I know I've sort of messed it up a little bit, but it'll do. So yeah, the blending sponge is brilliant, and I'll just top this up with the liquid when it sort of runs out. So yeah, those are all grouped together, and then if you just bear with me, I have 2 sets of pencils which are my favourite buys of 2020. So my Pablos, which are just beautiful pencils, and I never thought that I would really like them because I know that they're a little bit harder than, you know, Prismacolor for example, but I really like them because they have a rich colour output and they produce a really smooth finish, and they blend beautifully. So yeah, Pablos, I think I bought the 80 set, then I bought the remaining 40 bit by bit during the year from Jackson's Art, I think it was. So yeah, the Pablos are my 4th most favourite new colouring supply, and then that's obviously coloured pencil, but I really like using watercolour pencils, and my best buy for watercolour pencils for the whole year would have to be the museum aquarelles by Caran d'Ache. In fact, both pencils are by Caran d'Ache, but yeah, the museum aquarelles, I think they're the best watercolour pencils. I know not everyone will agree with that. They're certainly the most expensive, or one of the most expensive, but yeah, I've got a few super colours that I bought open stock, but yeah, museums are definitely one of the favourites as well. So that's my 5 favourite new colouring supply purchases. So I'm just going to put that away and then go on to the second question. For you it'll just be a second. Okay, so the second question is, what are your 5 favourite book purchases of 2020? So this was quite a hard one. Probably, yeah, I mean, I think these are my 5 favourite book purchases, so I'm just going to go ahead and say what they are. So the first one is Worlds Within Worlds. Of course, Kirby Rosan's work is brilliant, and his art is probably one of my favourites. In fact, not probably, it is. And this book is probably my favourite one as well. So I can't wait to see the one coming out on 4th of February, which is the Fragile World, something like that. So yeah, this is definitely one of, in fact I've got 2 copies of this. This is the one I've done the most in. that you can see, and I should really try to finish it, but I haven't really done. I mean, there's loads of pages in here, but yeah, it's just his imagination, his pictures and his books are just beautiful, and we're very lucky to have them, really, to have such great artists. But yeah, this, I mean, some of the work that some people have put up, you know, that I see on Pinterest and other places, it's outstanding. Like, their work is just outstanding. So yeah, I've done a fair amount in here, really, but I still need to do more. Like this one here, I think Shell Arty did the most beautiful double page that, you know, that I've seen, probably on that one, on that page, on that double page. It's outstanding. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite. I like this one because my dragon is really bright. So that was done in museums, I think, the Museum Aquarelles. Neocolour 2's background, I think. I'm not too chuffed about them too. I like this, I like my dinosaur page. So yeah, Worlds Within Worlds is one of those. That is my favourite book purchases. The next one, it's not that common, this one. This is called Fantastic Zoo, and Imogen from Colouring Kid introduced me to this one because I saw her on one of her videos, and she was colouring in this book, and she said she really liked it, and she'd completed a fair amount of pictures in it, and they're just so cute. I mean, look how cute these animals have been drawn. I mean, just super cute. So there's polychromos pencils. In fact, I think any pencils work so nice on this paper, but polychromos works a dream in this book. So I really enjoy using pencils in this book. So I've done a few, and like Imogen, I think she uses pastel as a background, and so do I. I use pan pastels on the background because the paper is not particularly thick. It's obviously thicker than you know, Amazon pages, but it's not that thick, so I wouldn't use water medium, for instance. Jellyfish there. Oh, this is a penguin page. I must show you it because penguins are my favourite. So yeah, that's that one. And I've got this here. This is some sort of paste, I think. Don't know if you can see it shining, but yeah, that's that one. And right, what else? I've done this kiwi, same name as a fruit. So yeah, kiwi, so cute. I think it's a New Zealand bird. I might have got that wrong, so do excuse me. And then this one here is my first picture I completed in this book, and I think I've done it quite well. Not too bad. Yes, look at the pictures, they're really cute. I just like Kamichidu's style. Donkey, and then I think I got a giraffe here. I'm sure I did a giraffe, or did I go past it? And yeah, there it is. So yeah, so that's Fantastic Zoo. The next one is one of my most precious books, which is When Dragons Dream, and so I got this off Etsy, and it's by Anastasia Eli Caldereva, and I've only done 2 pictures in it because I only got it, I think I got it in December or November 2020. So yeah, that's one of my pages in there. This one you'll see in my completed pages for January 2021. It's just such a well made book, so really nice, just really like it. And then this one took ages because it's a lot of pencil work, but look how vibrant the these like coral things are that are on the back of this dragon. That was done with polychromos. So yeah, another one of my favourites. So that's the third one. They're not in any particular order, by the way. These are just my top 5 favourite book purchases. Then my 4th favourite book purchase, I know Millie Marotta's been out there with her books for many years, but I didn't get them until very recently, because I wasn't so much into that style, but then you change as you get older, I suppose, and you know, tastes change, and I really, really like this book because it's hardback and it's just the deluxe version, of course, so you know, this is definitely one of my most favourite book purchases. The single-sided nature, the thick paper, just amazing. You get these 5 loose pages to colour as well. Yeah, they're beautiful pages. So that's definitely one of my favourites, Tropical Wonderland by Millie Marotta. And then the last one was this book from the Mythographic series. This is probably my favourite one, Mythographic Paradise. It's by Fabiana Attanasio, and I just pretty much like all the pictures in here. All of the pictures are just beautiful. You'll see this one in my January 2021 completed pages. All the pages I like. There's not one page that I don't like. That one, it's just lovely. Amazing art. This one, again, it's really nice. And that one, I think, was the first one I did in this book, if I remember correctly. So yeah, those were my 5 favourite book purchases of 2020. So the next question, number 3, is one most precious colouring supply or book you have purchased that you never use because it's too special. So I thought about this and I thought, well, I use all my supplies, definitely use all my supplies. I sort of use them straight away. I don't even wait, you know. So I think that if you're going to spend money to buy something, then you should definitely use it and get the enjoyment from it. But then I thought a little bit longer, and I thought there are a couple of books that I don't colour in. I've put it off colouring in because they just, I don't want to spoil them. So I'm a little bit hesitant and nervous to colour in these Dutch versions of Hannah Carlzon's books because I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. And yeah, I know I've got the Seasons and the Daydreams English version of the books, and obviously I colour in them, but this is thicker paper, much more luxurious, thicker paper, and just, you know, it's brand new book, and I just don't want to spoil it because it'll be quite sad. So yeah, they are lovely, lovely books, and I'm just a bit nervous about messing it up, and you know, so yeah, they will be okay. So I'm going to get to the next question in a sec. Okay, so question 4 is name 5 new YouTube channels you are most glad to have discovered and why. So I don't watch as much YouTube as maybe I'd like to watch because I'm just so busy with work and other stuff. So I chose the main channels that I sort of watch the most, and you know, the regular ones that I go to. There are so many colouring channels out there that I would love to discover, and if I have a bit more time, hopefully I will be able to do that. So I'm going to go through the 5 that I chose. So I chose Colouring Kid. And the reason I chose Colouring Kid is because, well, she's just brilliant at pencil colouring. Her use of colour combinations and shading and all that sort of fun stuff is just outstanding. I think I really like how her pictures are so beautiful. I like the fact that she got me into Clara Markova books, and I purchased them because I think they're one of her favourite books as well. And yeah, really, really enjoy listening to her as well. and she likes, I think, similar sort of pictures to those that I go for as well. So definitely Imogen from Colouring Kid is one of my new YouTube channels that I discovered. So by the way, this is only those that I've discovered in 2020, I think, because before that I didn't used to have a YouTube channel anyway, and I used to watch, you know, Anne from A Colourful Life, you know, the veterans of colouring, I suppose, and Colouring Carrier and Peter Hewitt. So I used to watch all of them, and I still do, but these are just the 2020 ones I've chosen that I discovered in 2020. So the next one is Kirsty Colour and Sketch, and the reason I watch her and why she's, you know, one of the ones that I'm most glad to have discovered, she's really down to earth, really easy to listen to. I like the fact that she uses a lot of mixed media and that she experiments, and she's also a really good enabler. So yeah, Kirsty Colour and Sketch. The third one is Lucy Just Adds Colour. So I'll just go through this again because I don't want you to get bored. So Lucy Just Adds Colour. Again, she's so down to earth. It's just like having a friend in the room. She's really fun to listen to. And again, her ability to produce such beautiful work with pencil is, you know, what I really admire. So yeah, definitely another one of the YouTube channels that I'm glad to have discovered. Fourth is Pebbles Adult Colouring. She's really down to earth. It's just relaxed, laid back colouring, which is what I like to watch and listen to as well. And I really enjoy the pictures that she colours. So yeah, so Pebbles, definitely another one of the ones that I'm glad to have discovered. I've got Shell Arty. Shell, I did a buddy colour with Shell, and she's just got an amazing imagination. Again, her pencil work is outstanding, and I really like the fact that she's really good for tutorials. So I think she's got background ideas for January, and I've been watching that, and it's just amazing. So she is really talented. So yeah, Shell Arty's channel. And then I know that's 5, but I had to include Colour Me Stress Free because I've watched Colour Me Stress Free for a while now, but I think she deserves a special mention because her style is quite similar to mine in a way, in terms of we like to use mixed media. The pictures that I like to colour are generally not portrait or people, but hers is the opposite. She loves to colour those sort of pictures, I think. But I really enjoy the fact that she uses mixed media. She's a really good enabler. She uses new techniques, and she's really interesting to watch and listen to. And even though we're into different sort of pages, you know, I really enjoy watching her. So those are my choices for number 4. And yeah, I hope to discover more new colouring channels as time goes on, and hopefully I'll get more time to. Number 5 is, so I'll put this out the way. Number 5 is name 3 artists, and again, unfortunately, I couldn't stick to 3. I don't know why I put that out the way, because actually that's part of this question, answer to this question. I've got 4 artists discovered in 2020. I'm sure we don't mind an extra one. So Fabiana Atanasio, her mythographic, the ones that she did for her mythographic series, I really like her art style, and I've shown you this, you're probably bored of seeing it again, but anyway. So yeah, hers is definitely, she's definitely one of the artists that I really enjoy, and really one of my favourite artists, I'd say. So discovered in 2020 as well. Then I've got Lulu Mayo, and of course I colour a lot in Lulu's books, and it's just the cute little animals really that just look so lovely, as you can see. A little bit, they're in a little bit of precarious positions there, but in a toaster and that. But yeah, her books are really cute, really affordable, cute books, good paper. So yeah, Lulu Mayo was another artist I discovered in 2020. Molly Harrison was another artist that I discovered in 2020. I really like her. Her pictures are so cute as well. That's one I did in January 2021. That's a December one, I think. No, it's a November picture. So yeah, Molly Harrison is in there. And then Colin Thompson's art is, he's another artist. I mean, look at his art. It's just outstanding, and it's the detail in his artwork. Right, look at that. The detail in his artwork is just amazing. Takes a long time to colour, but it's well worth it. Like, this was a whip for a long time, but I was so happy to have completed it. So yeah, actually no, this wasn't the whip, this was the whip, and then I ended up completing it. It took ages, but it's just amazing. I think Pebbles from Pebbles Adult Colouring, Penny, is it, has got this book as well, and I think she did a colour along as well once in one of her videos. So yeah, I've got to get back to colouring in that. So those are my artists that I discovered in 2020. Chose 4 instead of 3. And then finally, show your 6 favourite, doesn't have to be best colouring pages completed in 2020. So I'm just gonna pause the video and come back with my choices for that one. Okay, so the final question, question 6, is show your 6 favourite, doesn't have to be best colouring pages completed in 2020. Okay, so the ones I've chosen are the ones I think are my most favourite, because I haven't had a chance to like go through every single book, because otherwise that would take me forever. So I've sort of gone for the ones that I remembered, that stuck in my mind, and then I went and I had a look at my PDFs as well. So the first one is in Johanna Basford's World of Flowers book, and it's a double page, and it's this one that is actually one of my favourites from 2020, and that's because, well, you know, it's a beautiful picture. I think the ones that are my favourites are the pictures that I liked the best. It's not necessarily the ones that I've coloured the best. I just mainly go for the ones that to me are most attractive as well. So yeah, I've got lots of different media on here, metallic paints, you know, like I usually do, glazed pens, watercolour pencil, gel pens, etc. Neocolour too, I think. Yeah, just definitely one of my favourites. And the picture itself is beautiful as well, it's so whimsical. And probably one of my favourite books of Johanna's is this World of Flowers. So yeah, that's the first one from World of Flowers. The second one, I mean, I've got a few in here, but the thing is, it was hard to choose a favourite out of here, because from the ones I've done, I've actually liked quite a lot of them. But the one I went for, the one that's my favourite, is this one. This is definitely my favourite one, I think, from this book, from the ones I've done. I just like the fact that it's a pink dragon. I really like the colours on the dragon, the pink going into the blue here. Not necessarily the best coloured, but I really like it. Just like the picture that's drawn is beautiful as well. And I like how I've done these tiles here and the grey sort of stone here, and then the pink flowers over it. Just like everything about it, I think. So yeah, that had to be the favourite one from this book. I think I've got a bit of stickles here in the centre of these flowers. There's not really that much glitter and stuff on here, but yeah, the picture's beautiful. I would really like to colour that again and see if I can colour it better than I've coloured it here, but it's still definitely one of my most favourites of 2020. So that's that one. The next one is in a book that you've already seen, which is Colin Thompson's colouring book, and there's 2 pages in here, but the one that I definitely chose as my favourite is this one, and that's just because I really like the picture itself, which is the little windows into, you know, like just windows into a different place, and I really like just his art is one of my favourites. And yeah, I really like how I've done this with the how glittery that is, the sparkling silver Uniball gel pen. And yeah, this is definitely great, and the grayscale makes it easier to colour, I think, as well. But yeah, the detail is what I really enjoy, and so you could just look at this and get lost in all the little pictures and the little windows. So yeah, third favourite, not in any order, but yeah. And then I've got 3 PDFs. So this PDF is the first one. So got off Etsy, Ruby Charm, I think. Yeah, Susan Carlson, I think it is. And yeah, I really like everything about this. I really like colouring honeycomb. And then I used a little bit of glaze here on the edges of this honey. This was done with alcohol markers, as you can see some of it. I think it was the chameleon markers for these honeycomb parts. Gel pen. Yeah, I think this was markers as well. The flowers, yep, they were definitely chameleon markers as well. I don't usually choose alcohol marker coloured pages as one of my favourites, but this definitely is. And I really like the glossy accents, not glaze, glossy accents that I've used here on the wings as well. But yeah, I think that was Inktense pencil in the background on this side, and then this is some metallic paint, I think, for the bits in between the little hexagon honeycombs things. Yeah, definitely one of my favourite PDFs that I've coloured, and it was in 2020. The next one is this one here. So I think this is from the artist edition of Summer Nights. So it is actually a PDF, but it's from the Summer Nights artist edition by Hannah Carlson. And I really like this one because of the different media used as well. So I think I used salt on the watercolour here to give this effect that you can see. Then I went over it and put some sparkle texture paste on it. There's metallic paint on here. Watercolour pencil, I think. Yeah, I just really like how that's come out. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favourites as well from 2020. So that's that one. And then the final one is this one from Johanna Basford's Lost Ocean Artist Edition. So again, this is pretty flat, right? This is the different media that I've used, and these are real stick-on, not real pearls obviously, but real stick-on gems of some sort. And so are these here, and I've used glossy accents on some of these little windows, and then lots of glitter and sparkly stickles and all of that, and then confetti in the background here. So yeah, I really like how this came out as well, so this has to be one of my favourites as well. So yeah, those are my 6 favourite colouring pages. I'll just put the PDF ones on there for the moment. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. And until next time, take care. Bye. So I just remembered that I needed to tag someone, okay, or some people, so some other colourists on YouTube. So because I'm quite late to the tag, I've decided to tag three YouTubers. I'm not sure if they have actually done this tag, so if you have, I'm really sorry. When I checked, you hadn't, but then you might have done subsequently to that. But anyway, I would like to tag Potato Princess, Shell Arty, and Nikki in Niagara, and also open it up to anyone else who's not been specifically tagged. But if you want to do this tag, please do. It would be great to watch people's choices. So yeah, I'll say bye now. So take care until next time.